This is the corner spot. We call it corner spot, and definitely the seams are the one leaking, and has been treated before with this bitumen and cementitious materials, and actually crack and giving up, like cracking. This is the way how this type of material actually doing with the UV and with the heat and the cold cycle, and also wet and dry cycle. This is all like water-based materials that would absorb 20% of its wet water, and then drying, and then absorb, drying, absorb, drying, and this actually deteriorate and destroy the material structure. Foiled tape, foiled bitumen tape is applied in several areas. When this work fine for certain time, and you start to see here the cracks in the aluminum. Aluminum itself has been used as a surface for the bitumen. Bitumen cannot withstand the UV and the conditions, weathering. So aluminum just like to reflect the heat to make more lifespan for this bitumen. The problem with this, that when aluminum deteriorate, the asphalt start to deteriorate, crack like that, crack like this, and start doing like that. Actually, several repairs on top of each other, bituminous, acrylics, silicones on top of each other. None of these materials is compatible with the other. We cannot actually put silicone over asphalt, or asphalt over acrylic, whatever. So it seems also you can see here the watermarks even in between the two sheets, the overlap. Again, bitumen is not flexible, so it cracks. So it cracks at the same area of the seam crack itself. And also, even if it is there's a lot of trials to protect it, to do whatever, but it's a mess. And also, even with the acrylic on top, so this acrylic on top, it cracked. So when materials dries, it shrink. It also lift, because actually this material has been applied. This is like an acrylic and applied on asphalt. So there's no cohesion between the asphalt and the acrylic, and acrylic itself is actually drying and shrinking and actually giving up. Lifted horizontal seams actually definitely will give the opportunity for water to come, especially with the angle drain.
Buka pakai zinc, banyak sudah patah. Ni terangam ya bos. Ha? Mesti bawa pakai kiblok. Tak boleh punya.
Because can you see here, Islam? The no material under the fiber. The materials is over the fiber only. This is actually, it seems like a PU and the mesh underneath. So this is how it is. But it seems that the application was the mesh first, and with this mesh, they put the mesh over the dirt directly, so it wouldn't stick. No materials under the mesh, so you cannot see here any material under this reinforcement, and then the material only from up.
Here, all of the existing fasteners are checked for torque. Replacements are made where necessary. At the same time, any additional fasteners will be installed along the seams to bring them together. Where pole rivets or roof bolts have been installed, they will be cropped, promoting better application efficiency and the finest uniform rubber finish. Rivet guard is applied to all fasteners, locking them into place. This can be applied from a bottle or caulking gun. Note how this specially gelled formula hangs on the head, going far enough onto the roof surface to create a perfect seal. It's especially formulated and different from seam guard, allowing precise application for your roof's specialized needs. Using an airless spray or brush, all of the seams are treated with an application of seam guard fiber reinforced rubber compound. The applicator works seam guard into the seam. At the same time, added fasteners are sealed. A 35,000th spray tip with a 4-inch pattern is recommended for best results. After drying, a second pass is made. The flow of seam guard fills gaps not easily visible, and those up to 1/16 of an inch. This simple process guarantees extra protection that many say makes a tops roof better than a new roof. It preserves and protects without cumbersome tapes that require expensive labor to use, leave a raised edge, and are prone to failure.
What we're doing at the moment, guys, is we're going to put some seam rivet guard around every rivet just to seal the rivets off, so basically they're waterproof. It's pretty easily done, just on the end of a brush to make sure you cover the rivet so there's no gaps underneath it. Don't have to be too meticulous about how you go about it. It's just so there's no areas underneath that are showing any black holes or anything like that. So what we have here is where your sheet overlaps, so you have a seam running down the length of your sheet. So what we do in this situation, if there's not a big gap there, basically all we need to use is seam rivet guard, which we brush on down the length of the seam, like so, into the crack. As you can see, this is a little bit, maybe a little bit thinner than the polyprene, and it gets into that crack fairly easily. And then what we use is a piece of polycore. While it's still damp, you stick it in so it's basically over the top of the seam, say half and half, and you just work it in with your fingers as we're doing here. And then once that's just gone off a little, we'll brush another coat of seam rivet guard over the top. And that waterproofs each seam.